Hello, I'm Kat and today I'm going to be talking about August makeup releases. So I've actually got quite a few to talk about this month. I have got one that I'm going to start off with that I completely missed off of last month, so I should have mentioned that in the previous one. Let's just get straight into it. So the first one I'm going to talk about is actually a new brand which is called Coven Beauty, and that is from like a clothing brand called Killstar. So I've never actually tried Killstar. Like, I have been interested in their stuff, but I think they're an American brand, aren't they? And I think their pricing is just a bit more than I can afford. So I would love to try their stuff one day. But I really like the kind of look of this makeup brand. Obviously it's called Coven Beauty, so it's a bit like witchy, obviously alternative. So it's all available now. Eyeshadow palette which is called Apothecary of Colour, so it's quite colourful actually. Like, I was thinking it was going to be a bit more, I don't know, I guess like darker and more like black, less colour, you know, but I do quite like the look of it and I would love to try this. And how much is that actually? I've put the prices down so I know exactly how much they are this time. So the eyeshadow palette is £38, so it's not too bad a price. Now I won't be buying this at the moment because it is an American brand, so I don't know what the shipping and that is going to be like, but I would love to try this brand one day. They have all released liquid lipsticks, which I kind of like the packaging of. It's a bit different, like it's kind of cool. And they're £10, which is a pretty good price. And they've got a few different colours of that. They do look quite nice. I think they got their liquid lipsticks, so I think they've got some matte ones and some maybe metallic ones. I did look on their website and they have got quite a few different ones. They've also got lip liners which are £7, and I think they also had a liquid eyeliner on their website. I don't know how much that was. So yeah, I like the kind of theme around this one and I'm interested to see what they're going to bring out next, and I would definitely love to try them one day. Next up we've got SheGlam, and I believe this released on the 1st of the month. They keep doing this to me because obviously I film these videos like before like the next month, like at the kind of like the last week of the month I kind of film these. I try and leave it as late as possible, but then yeah, I think SheGlam keeps bringing out like a collection on like the 1st of the month, so obviously by the time I film a video about it, it's been out like a whole month. But this one is with The Matrix. Oh, Resurrections. I just realised that it's with like a specific one, so that was the latest one, right? And I do quite like the Matrix films. Like, I haven't watched them for ages. I think I have seen this one as well, but I won't be getting anything from this collection. I do like some of the products. I think some of them look quite cool. Like, you've got the kind of red and blue like peel like lip balms. I think they look quite good. I think it's like a blusher and like a kind of flip phone, which is kind of cool, but I don't know, not really my thing. What else they got? They got a highlighter. I think they've got some lip products which the packaging looks quite nice on them, like the kind of ombre, like black, green, silver, looks quite nice. And they've got an eyeshadow palette which I don't, it's only, what's that, it's only an £8, but I don't know, the colour scheme of it is not really calling me, I guess. I do like the green and the black. I quite like that combination, like a green and a black. I need to do another look. I think I did do a look like that years ago. I've done kind of a black liner with a bit of green. I think kind of like a bright green, or like with a with black, looks quite good. I should try a look like that. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to pick anything up from this collection. Again, I'll just wait for the next one to see what we've got. Like, they do have some good ideas with like some of the products they do, but yeah, this one is not mine for me. Oh, and this collection, so you get the full collection for £42. So this one's like a bit, I'd say one of their cheaper ones. Like, they've had some that are like 50 or 60, haven't they? So it's like a bit cheaper than some of the others. Next up we've got Ensleyreign Cosmetics, and they're releasing kind of like a part 2 to a previous palette or collection. So they used to have a Lancer Enchantment like eyeshadow palette, which I think was really pretty. Like, I did like the look of that one. It was quite, I don't know, pastel and light, and the shimmers were very kind of ethereal, like pretty. But I guess they discontinued that, so they've now got like kind of a part 2 to that, and this is called What's this one called? Oh, it's called Lands of Enchantment 2 Lemurian Dreams or something like that. So this one it's a lot smaller than their previous one. I'm not sure, like that was quite a large palette, it had quite a lot of shades. So this one's only a £16 palette, so it's quite a lot smaller. But it's just, yeah, it's like a kind of continuation, like similar shades that would match well with it. And the palette is $74, which I've actually written down, so that's about £55, which it's quite a lot actually. See, I have to think about, when I think about pricing, especially if it's like not a UK brand or like a European brand or something, like I have to kind of think about like the shipping cost that's going to be on that as well, and like any sort of customs fees. So like if this was a palette from like the UK and it was £55, like I'd probably get free shipping with that maybe. So like £55 I might not be too bad paying for. Like it's still more than I would like to pay. I feel like, yeah, I would want to pay less than that. But yeah, paying £55 for like an American palette, I'm probably looking at, I'm gonna end up paying closer to like £100 for that. I think, in fact, this is probably one of their cheaper palettes actually, isn't it? Because I'm sure I've looked at one of their palettes before and it would have been closer to £100 that I would have to pay, like with all the shipping and the customs fees, and it's like £100 for like one eyeshadow palette. That's a lot of money. But I probably would still be paying like, I know, £20-ish for shipping probably, and then some customs fees. I'd probably be paying, what's that, 55, maybe like £80. That's still quite a bit of money. Yeah, so I won't be buying from Ensleyreign anytime soon. But I can just like look at their stuff, I guess. I quite like the look of a lot of their stuff because it's quite magical and I like that sort of like themes. They are also releasing a highlighter palette, a liquid highlighter, some lip gloss, moon dust pigments. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Let me know what you guys think of this. Next up we've got Colourpop with their Shrek collection. And again, this isn't going to be one that I'm getting, but I kind of like the look of the eyeshadows in the palette. I have watched all the Shrek movies like when I was younger. They were okay. Like, I don't know, I'm not super into like comedy silly stuff really, so like I wasn't a massive fan on them. I did quite like Gingy, like the gingerbread man, like, and they've got, I don't know what it is it a lip? I think it might be some sort of like lip balm actually, the Gingy. Or is it lip oil? It might be the lip oil, the candy flavoured lip oil, I think. It's got like gingy on it. But yeah, we've got an eyeshadow palette, we've got some blushes, we've got some lip and cheek balms, ultra glossy lips, we've got a body glitter gel. Yeah, I mean it looks quite cute. If you're a fan of Shrek, you probably quite enjoy this. So the collection itself, like to get everything, is £85 and the palette on its own is £19. So Colourpop's palettes are always really affordable, and so far quality wise, like I've only tried, I've tried 4 now actually. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with their quality, and like for the price, like £19 for a palette is really good, and like the quality is pretty good. Yeah, so the shades in the palette, you've got a few greens. It is quite neutral with a few greens. Yeah, I think it fits kind of well. I don't know, maybe more greens they should have had in there. But it's kind of like, I guess, like swampy, yeah, like browns, greens, isn't it? So it's not too big of a collection actually, it's quite small. Like there's not loads of things. But yeah, if you're a fan of Shrek. Next up we've got BellaBeauteBar, which is kind of like a newer discovery of mine. Like I haven't been like following them for that long. They're bringing out a collab palette with Nupa, which I've actually recently started following her. I think I started following her like, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks ago. So like I've watched like a few of her videos now, and now she's bringing out like a collab palette, so that's quite exciting, isn't it? I have to say, when I first saw the inside of this palette, I wasn't sure about it because it did seem quite, I don't know, muted, like, I don't know, dusky. It didn't seem too exciting, but like, I don't know, I feel like maybe that's partly the lighting in the initial photo that I saw, because I've seen like some other like photos of it now and like swatches, and like I'm liking it a lot more. like especially the swatches, and obviously watching like her video on it, and I've seen a few people like posting about like doing their own videos on it now, and I do quite like the look of it. I won't be buying it because again it's American, so just can't afford that. I do think it looks quite good, and yeah, it's got some nice shades in there. So that is $69 or £52, so that's a bit more of a pricey one as well. Next up, we've actually got another new brand, which I only happened to see this one on Trend Mood's account. I don't really follow like makeup artists. Like I know a few of them, like I've heard of a few of them, but I don't really know about them that much. Like I guess I don't really follow celebrities too much, like it's a celebrity makeup artist. And this is HungVanngo Beauty. So I believe I saw he's Selena Gomez makeup artist, I think. The only reason I'm mentioning it is because I saw it and I saw the eyeshadow palettes are quite colourful, and I feel like a lot of the time with these kind of celebrity brands or like these, I don't know, like makeup artist brands, they're more leaning towards like the neutral side, aren't they? They're not very like bright and colourful. And yeah, so I saw this and I was like, wow, like this one actually seems interesting, like they've actually got some colour going on here. And also from the pricing, so I don't know the pricing of each of the products, but I know Trend Mood did list, what did she say? So everything's between $22 to $49. So $22, I don't know, what's that, £15-ish, maybe, something like that. £15 to £20 for like the cheapest item. I mean, what would be the most expensive? An eyeshadow palette. So it looks like at the moment they've got eyeshadow, maybe blushes, lipsticks. So it's probably the eyeshadow palettes that are going to be $49, right? That's the kind of biggest item. So $49, I don't know, I'm looking at £35 to £40 or something, which is similar to, I don't know, some of those indie brands. So I mean, as long as the quality is good, it's one of the more affordable, I guess, celebrity artist brands. And yeah, to have colour, I don't know if I'll actually try any of their stuff, but yeah, I just think it is interesting. It looks interesting. Yeah, I'm glad that there's some like colour out there, you know. Next up, we've got another SheGlam item, and I'm actually quite interested in this one. Like, I would like to try this. And this is their Bounce Putty Pocket Lip Pods. So it's a whipped texture that delivers a sheer matte finish on the lips. So it can give that kind of a blurred lip effect if you want, or just kind of like soft finish. I did see before, like they've already got these pots in, I think a bit of like a lip balmy type product already, or like more of a gloss. So they've done like kind of a moussey one, which I think I would really like this, because I really like the Revolution, the Air Blur lip they had, and oh, I've got this as well, and this is a Peri Pera kind of what's it, Ink Airy Velvet. This is like kind of like moussey blurring like texture as well, which I really quite like, so I think I would quite like this. And I'm curious to see how the pot is, because I don't really like things in a pot like that, lip balms in a pot, because you've got like dip your finger in, you know, and it's just a bit messy. But this actually comes with like a silicone brush, so like I'm kind of interested to try that out. Although I am thinking you'd have to clean the brush before you then put it back inside, right? Because otherwise it's going to get messy in there. I definitely want to try these sometime. Like, they've got quite a lot of colours, although some of them do seem fairly similar. But yeah, I do really like them. And they're only £5. Next up, we've got, I think, maybe our first Halloween release of the year. I'm not sure if I've seen anyone else do one yet. But this is Nomad Cosmetics with their, what's it, Salem Witch City? Witch City Salem. I like the theme, you know, witches. But I won't be getting this palette. I like some of the shades in the palette. I don't always like Halloween palettes. I don't always like the very bright shades. I don't know. Like, looking at this palette, I really quite like the kind of purple shades that we've got, and like there's that pinky purple shade and those kind of reds there. I'm not keen looking at like the kind of that neon green and orange. I'm not really kind of a fan of, I don't like neon shades really, like they look a bit too bright. Although if we took them out, the rest of the palette's quite nice. Again, I won't be getting this one, it's another American one. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Like if I literally just like take those two like bright neon shades out, I do quite like the rest of the palette. Yeah, so this one is $54, so that's about £40. So £40 is kind of like on the mid pricing range. But I have tried one at Nomad's palette. I've got the Fairy Tale Europe one, and the quality is pretty good in that. They do a lot of shimmers in their palettes. What is this one? This one looks like it's got 9, oh it looks half and half in this palette. That Fairy Tale Europe one, they had like over half the palette with shimmers, but I do really like the theme of that one. So this one's half and half. Nomad is one that I'm keeping an eye on. I know they do like to do a lot of shimmers, so like, I don't know, I'll probably just wait for like a really good theme and then get another one from them that I really like. And then the last one I'm going to mention is Unearthly Cosmetics with their Gothic Romance collection. Now, I haven't actually seen much on this, so like I've only got like the few things that are on their actual page. But so they've got a palette, an eyeshadow palette, a blush palette, and then some mousse lipsticks. So the eyeshadow palette is £52, so that's a bit more of a kind of mid-range price as well. So I haven't actually bought from Unearthly Cosmetics. Like I have followed them for quite a while, but I just can't, like the pricing is just too much for me at the moment. But I do really like some of like the artwork that they've had on the front. Which they had one recently, was it like Just a Bite or something? It was like a vampire themed one that I really like the look of. Yeah, so this one is Gothic Romance. Again, this one with like the kind of the pictures and the swatches, like it looks different in like certain, I guess, lightings. Looking at it initially, like it doesn't look super light appealing, it looks quite muted, but then like looking at some of the other pictures, it looks a bit more like vibrant and deeper. So like it's hard to tell. I do really like the outside packaging for this actually. It's got like kind of like the Gothic text like style, and it's got like the roses on it, so I do really like the packaging. And then inside we've got kind of like pinks, is that like purpley shades up the top? I think you've got like a neutral row, and then you've got kind of like a warm like orangey red neutral row. I do really quite like that bottom row, and I guess the top one. And then what they've got some lipsticks, which some of them look quite nice. Blush palettes, I'm not interested in like blush palettes at all. Like I'd rather single ones. I'm never going to use a palette, so it's just not, doesn't really interest me. But yeah, I do like the look of that one. So that's it for all the kind of August makeup releases that caught my eye. So let me know your thoughts on any of these. Did you get any of them? Are you interested in any of them? In particular, I am curious about Coven Beauty. I've only seen one person do a video on them so far. If I had the money, I would buy some of their stuff, but like, I'm gonna have to wait on that. So I don't know, let me know if you've tried them at all, because I'm very interested in that one. And yeah, are you looking forward to Halloween releases? Hopefully next month we'll be in, so it's going to be September. Hopefully September we're going to have a lot more kind of Halloween releases, because that'll be interesting to see what we're going to get this year, because we are coming up to Halloween. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts down below, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!